Hello everyone, your voice here and welcome to our channel Sansevieria 101. So for this episode, we're going to feature another trifasciata cultivar, which is also part of the short leaf group of trifasciata. And what I am showing you right now is having the ID of white gold. So you can officially write it as Sansevieria, the genus trifasciata species, and the name of the cultivar is white gold. So with that said, the name white gold is clearly as what you can see as the characteristics of this plant. You see some bandings on them which are whitish. There are also longitudinal lines that are also whitish in color, so it's on the center of the plant. It's composed of longitudinal and lateral bandings of whitish coloration, and then the sides of the leaves are yellow, as you can see. So more oftentimes yellow would be when trifasciatas are named, would be classified under the or would be named as gold, yellow. Similarly, the people are fond of naming them when they see yellowish coloration or variegations on plants. They would describe it or name it with or incorporate it with the word gold. So that is one of the reasons why this cultivar is having the ID of white gold. So the white, as I mentioned, are the pattern on the centermost part. It is lateral banding and also composed of longitudinal whitish stripes that are spread out on the center part of the leaves, and those are the reasons why this particular cultivar was named as white gold. So regarding white gold, I'll add that perhaps I can also include an overlay of a picture that would prove as to where Sansevieria trifasciata white gold originated. In my experience and from what I see with pictures of my colleagues, I'll just credit to the owner of the picture because I have forgotten where to whom I asked to use the picture from. I have forgotten the name. So I will just include the overlay of the pictures of my colleagues, and then I will just put in credits to the owner because I really forgot to whoever person I have asked to save the picture from. So one of the origin of this Sansevieria trifasciata cultivar, which is white gold, is the one that I already featured, which is the Sansevieria trifasciata Hahnii gilt edge, and I will include an overlay or proof that white gold can come from that particular cultivar. So as we discuss the specific cultivar that I'm presenting right now, I will be including the overlay as to proof as where I'm stating that it or white gold can mutate from. So one of them would be Sansevieria trifasciata Hahnii gilt edge. The other one, you can also mutate or get a mutation of Sansevieria trifasciata Hahnii white gold from Sansevieria trifasciata Hahnii silver marginated. And like I mentioned, I will also include the overlay as we discuss, so that I can show you proof that white gold can also mutate from that particular cultivar. So With that said, Sansevieria trifasciata Hahnii White Gold is a cultivar that mutated from an already existing cultivar. So that's how most often Sansevieria trifasciata cultivars would be born. They come from an existing mutation or an already existing cultivar of trifasciatas, and then they would stabilize. From oftentimes you can see them mutate from rhizome itself. They don't mutate from leaf, although there are oftentimes you can also get mutations from leaf propagations, although there are some, especially the one that I'm presenting right now, Hahnii Solid Gold, Hahnii White Gold, came from a rhizome mutation. You cannot get it from a leaf propagation, like I have shown you as an overlay from the pictures that I got from my colleagues. They can mutate from Sansevieria trifasciata Hahnii Gilt Edge and Sansevieria trifasciata Silver Hahnii marginated. So as proof, I've already included there, and they have to mutate via rhizome. So you cannot get them if you leaf propagate those two cultivars that I mentioned. You have to wait, if ever, and it's if ever, they will mutate for you, because there are only they are not frequent as you would expect. They are not frequent mutations. They will mutate once in a while if you're lucky to have those specimens that would mutate for you. So going back to what we were discussing, and also I have this leaf which was infected, and I'm not sure whether it was the spray that I used that infected it, but right now I have the option to cut it off, but I just decided to leave it there so that I can show you folks that if the infections or the fungus, this is a brown spot fungus. It started out as a small part there that is brownish, but then it spread out to this area, and I decided not to take it off, but to put it in a location where there is enough sunlight to kill off the fungal infections from this plant. And as you can see, the fungal infection is not spreading anymore because it has completely dried out. It receives sufficient sunlight for it not to grow through or expand to the whole leaf or the specimen itself, wherein it will reach the core and kill it. It didn't happen because I was able to put it in a location where it could recover and heal itself. So I have not used any fungicide to cure it. What I did was to put it in a location where it receives enough sunlight to make the fungal infection dry out and stop spreading. So that's one way to cure the sickness of these, especially these short-leaf trifasciatas, because they are very clingy. If you miss out on giving them enough care, they will get pests on them. So mites are the number one pest that would kill your short leaf trifasciatas. So what I'm doing is I actually have another tool, but I'll feature that out on the next episodes or special episodes of the channel. But what I'll show you right now is diatomaceous earth, or DE in short. I'm not sure if I have pronounced it properly, but diatomaceous earth is a powder-like substance that you sprinkle to the plant so that all the insects that have exoskeleton that would come across it, their exoskeletons would melt out and they would die out. So it acts like a contact pesticide, but it's safer because it's powder form, and all you have to do. This is diatomaceous earth, by the way. It's DE for short. So what you do is you apply it as such on the leaves. Then you have to spread it out because it's powder form. The mites would be around on here, so you have to put in the powder from there. And then what you do is have this squeezer. I don't know exactly what you call it, but you have to spread out the powder on the whole specimen. So you have to squeeze through, and then the powder would be airborne, just like that. They will be airborne and they will spread out to the whole body of the plant, and it acts like a protective layer before the pest can get into the core where it will definitely kill it. They have to pass through the powder that you have spread out, and before they reach the core, they would die out instead of killing your plant. So uh, so far DE has been working for me. In fact, this one is surviving. You can tell because the leaves are hard, they're not flimsy. That means they're receiving enough light and enough watering. So folks, I think this is it for this episode. I actually can make take measurements for the plant, since we're already featuring the specimen itself. But most probably it will just be the same measure or size because they just mutated from an already existing cultivar which I already featured. The Hahnii Gilt Edge, it would probably the same size, the same leaf length. So the leaf length of trifasciata short leaf would most probably around 4 to 6 inch. This one is just around 4 inch, and the width, let's just measure it since we're already here. I'm measuring 53.5 on one leaf. The inner leaf would be 4 to 6.2. So that is the measure of the trifasciata short leaf. Sizes are very similar to the other cultivars, which are also short leaf, because most probably they would just come from the same or mutate from the same cultivar, which has the same size and same leaf length and leaf width. So that is it for this content, and I wouldn't be removing it, although I have it doesn't bother me anymore. I got used to how it looked like, and perhaps in the future more leaves would grow on the uppermost portion, and it would just cover this dried out leaf. So there you go. So folks, if you have any questions or suggestions, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. And if you like what I have featured for you, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.